All right, and welcome back to another episode of the Inside View. My name is Jason Underberg. I'll be your host for today's show. Today we've got quite a treat for you guys. We will be speaking with top model. This girl has been featured in Maxim magazine. She's currently a boxing ring card girl. Her portfolio goes on and on and on. Kiara Gomez is joining us today. And I don't want to talk too much because you probably don't want to look at me right now. So what we're going to do is we're just going to skip all this. We're going to jump right on with Kiara. All right. Welcome, Kiara. Thanks for joining us today on the show. How are you?
Jason, doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's nice to see you. So where are you calling me from right now? Where's your home? Your humble abode?
I'm in Redondo Beach, California right now.
Oh, wow. I'm quite jealous as I sit here in New Jersey.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, I mean, I moved out here not too long ago, so.
You did, and you just got married.
Yes.
Well, that's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, but it's like, it's been nuts with this quarantine because we live like half a block away from the beach, but we can't even go to the beach, or we can't even like walk on the same sidewalk as the beach because they closed it all down.
Yeah.
It's been ridiculous.
Yeah, that's horrible. Not a good time to live in California.
Yeah.
Or anywhere.
Sunshine is still really nice. I'd rather be here than in Jersey or New York, you know?
Well, the sun is shining, so don't discredit where we live because it's absolutely beautiful outside today.
True.
So I want to jump right in. I got a lot of things I want to ask you. You've been a model since 2009. You were just 17 years old. How did this all begin? Talk us through kind of how you got into this industry.
So, okay, interesting story. So I was taking an acting and a modeling class, and I did some kind of, it's like basically like you go there to get discovered. It's like this program. And I was like, sure, why not? I'll just do it because I was always interested in trying to start out with modeling and acting. And then I got scouted by a company in New York who I'm actually still signed with today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that was my first like manager agent relationship. And then ever since that, that's kind of like how it started, like the beginning. And then social media got involved. And then I started utilizing that as a platform to like advertise myself. So not only was I getting work through my agent, but I was also doing it all on my own, which is really fantastic.
That is great. So your parents didn't like dress you up when you were a kid and like take your picture, and you didn't kind of come out of the womb like, hey.
No, you know what? I was such a tomboy growing up. I still am. I still consider myself a tomboy, but I do love getting dressed up and like doing my hair and makeup, but I'm a tomboy at heart. Like I played sports. I played actually every sport except for football. And tennis. I can't play tennis. But anyway, yes. So but actually, no, that's a lie because my mom, she got me involved in like acting lessons when I was a kid. And I actually did a cereal commercial when I was 5 or 6. So that was like the very first time I was in front of a camera.
Wow. So you were 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're kind of like a born natural. So
find that commercial, but I don't know where it is.
So fast forward a couple of years, one of the biggest pivot points in your career was your spot as a Corona girl for Ring Card, which is pretty amazing. So kind of tell us how that evolved and what the experience with that was like.
Do you want to know how I got involved in that?
I would love to.
Your wifey.
Really?
Yes.
So Jamie Ray brought you into that industry.
Jamie Ray, it's because of Jamie Ray that I am a ring girl.
Wow.
It's funny because and it was also because of Instagram. So the story, she was found on Instagram, and she was like, "Do you want to do this with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds so cool. Let's do it." So her and I actually did our first fight together ever.
Oh, that's so cool.
I was at the Prudential Center in Newark in 2014, I want to say.
Wow.
April, but yeah, time flies.
So my next question, I'm hoping that I'm not setting myself up here for the next answer, but a few years later, you became a cover model for Maxim magazine.
Yes.
So was that kind of a similar story, or did you kind of have your own beaten path on that venture?
It was Instagram, man. Instagram is like
Instagram. So Maxim reaches out to you.
Maxim reaches out. Someone from Maxim found me on Instagram and they emailed me and they were like, "Hey, we're doing this contest, would love for you to be involved. And I was like, sure, why not? Like, what, like, don't have anything to lose. So
Yeah.
I'll try. And
So,
I got far, and I got in the magazine, which was super cool because there was like thousands of women from across the country, actually from all over the world, because they actually expanded it to an international search. So that was really cool.
And what year was that?
That was 2016.
2016.
Yeah.
So at that point, I'd imagine, you're getting fan mail, guys knocking down your door, you just overwhelmed response from the Maxim magazine. I'd have to believe that was the case. Were you getting fan mail and all this good stuff?
No, oh my God, because actually I didn't get any fan mail, but I have a feeling that it's because I mean, like in the 90s, for example, when you were a huge fan of someone, they had like PO boxes that you can send stuff to. I'm super private with my with my life. I love to like, which is funny because when I'm like doing stuff in the spotlight, it is very different from how I live my life. In real life.
I understand. I live at home with a similar woman with a career path that was much like yours. So I do understand.
Balance. It's all about the balance.
Without a doubt. Yeah. Very cool. So after Maxim, you fast forward, I think it was 2018, and you're back in the ring, but this time with Matchroom Boxing.
Matchroom Boxing, yes. And actually a very smooth transition because my agent who was booking me on Corona gigs was the one who introduced me to Matchroom. So it was not like anything with bad blood or anything. It was like
very cool.
Yeah.
And you were in the ring with Mike Buffer. Is that right? So tell me, is it as exciting to be next to him as to hear him, let's get ready to rumble? I mean, does it give you chills when you're standing next to him?
Every time. And every time he steps onto that ring, like the entire arena and stadium, they're just, I mean, he's magnetic. Like everyone knows who he is. And like everybody gets super pumped whenever he says the let's get ready to rumble. So it's like the whole place turns into like this magnetic, like great energy place. It's fantastic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So and then we continue to keep going down your career path here, which it seems like it just is continuing. Now you are the one of the brand ambassadors for Toyo tires.
Yeah.
So I bet you're helping Toyo sell like a shitload of tires now. I would imagine that their market share has gone up quite a bit since making you the face of their tire company.
Want to know what? I really wish that I could say yes. But so Toyo, they have 4 girls on their team every year and they switch it up every year. But because of all of this coronavirus stuff, I've actually only done one job for Toyo because they had to like postpone all of their events. So it's kind of like unfortunate that I haven't really been able to do much for them, but I did come out in their in the Super Street magazine, which was really cool. And so the only thing that I have done so far for Toyo was a meet and greet, and I got to meet like the fans. I mean, there was like a line. It was so awesome, like getting to know everyone.
That is cool.
Loyal diehard fan. So I mean,
and look, these are all just great little stamps, in your book here. But the true passion for you is your acting career, and I think I'm sure this has given you the time to kind of transition from what you've been doing into really pursuing your acting career, and you're working on a film. So tell us about that.
No, you have no idea. I think that like there's a silver lining to this all is because I've had so much time to like work on my passion projects and like actually like focus on the things that I've been wanting to do for a while. So I graduated from acting school in 2018 and that was in New York. And ever since moving to LA, now I'm just kind of like, I've been really involved in shooting film photography. And so I don't know. Going back to that film project that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
So Ferdinand and I filmed something in the desert, and I don't want to say too much because I'm still editing it.
Spoiler alert. Don't do it.
But I kind of play this really deranged character.
Okay.
But I mean, those are the types of characters.
Can you elaborate on that for everybody? Because now I'm wondering, I'm sure everybody's wondering, Deranged character. What does that look like exactly?
I don't know what to say.
Give us a little taste of it.
Okay, let's say, have you watched Breaking Bad?
Of course. Who hasn't watched Breaking Bad?
Okay, well, I mean, I just watched it for the first time, which I'm like, my mind.
Mind blown.
Yeah, mind blowing. But so the inspiration of the character that I'm playing is Wendy. Do you remember?
Okay. So I've watched Breaking Bad. I don't watch Breaking Bad, but I do know the character. But I do know the character you're talking about, and she is quite deranged.
She is a meth addict, and yeah. So the inspiration of my character actually came from her.
Super cool. And your husband is shooting the film.
We both shot it.
You're both shooting the film and directed it.
Yes. Yeah.
So cool.
It was very collaborative. And right now we're working on a new short film that hopefully we will film in the summer, if this is like all over by then, but we'll see.
That is amazing. I'm so happy to see you're following your passions here.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're going to play a little game.
Okay.
It's time to play a game that I call, well, what do you know? So this is a game where we get to ask you 10 questions. Okay. And I'm going to ask you 10 questions about things in your industry that you may or may not know the answers to. Your job is to get at least a 70%, which means you got to get 7 out of 10 correct.
Okay.
Are you up for the challenge?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, first question. What year was the first issue of Maxim magazine published? Was it A, 1995?
Okay.
Was it B, 1989? Or was it C, 1981?
I'm going to go with 1981.
That is incorrect. The correct answer was A, 1995.
What?
That's okay. That's okay. They're going to get easier. I promise. All right.
That's cool to know.
I don't expect you to know these, by the way, so don't feel bad if you don't get them right. I didn't know more than half of these. All right. Number 2. What was the name of the MTV series featuring Carmen Electra as the host? Was it A, Come One, Come All?
Yeah.
Was it B, Singled Out? Or was it C, Laguna Beach?
No, it wasn't C. Oh man, this was before my time.
This was before your time, which is why I'm giving you some harder ones up front here to make it easier as you keep going.
I like it. I like the challenging.
We're gonna rule out Laguna Beach, so it's either gonna be Come One, Come All, or Singled Out.
I'm gonna go with B, Singled Out.
That is correct.
Woo!
All right. So we are 1 for 1 here, or 1 for 2. All right. Number 3. Which supermodel appeared on the cover of Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition in 1998? Ready?
Give them to me.
Is it A, Heidi Klum? Is it B, Kate Bach? Or was it C, Chase Carter?
Heidi Klum.
Heidi Klum is correct. You are 2 for 3. All right, here we go.
Supermodels, man. Oh.
Number 4, you've got 10 seconds on this one. All right. Being that your husband is from Denmark and you've celebrated, years in that country, you've got 10 seconds.
Okay.
Spell Denmark backwards. Go.
Okay. Kramned.
You did it. All right. You are 3 for 4. You're at a 90% right now. Let's keep it going. Question number 5.
Yeah.
All right. What year was the first episode of the Tyra Banks TV show America's Next Top Model? Was it A, 2010? Was it B, 2008? Or was it C, 2003?
It was 2003.
That is correct. You are 4 for 5. Look at you. You're on fire right now. All right. Number 6. I need you to think here. All right.
Okay.
How wide is a standard fashion runway? Now, you walked a fashion runway with me in one of our fashion shows.
Yeah.
Think about that runway there, right? How wide is a fashion runway? Is it A, 3 feet wide?
Mhm.
Is it B, 4 feet wide? Or is it C, 5 feet wide?
I'm gonna go with 5.
Oh, you should have went with your gut. You were going to say 4,
I
and
was gonna say 4.
I knew you were going to say 4. That is incorrect. The right answer is 4. All right. We are still doing good. We are 4 for 6. All right. Yeah. Question number 7.
Yeah.
In 2019, the Mikey Garcia and Jesse Vargas fight, who was the winner?
Oh, it was Mikey.
It was Mikey.
It was Mikey.
That is correct.
It was so tough for me to watch because they're both my friends. So yeah, it was a great fight. But
I'm
Mikey
so glad.
So well.
I'm so glad that you knew the answer to that, because I was so afraid that you would be like, well, you know, I don't really watch the fight sometimes.
That would have been embarrassing.
But you got it right. All right. Here comes number 8. So you are 6 for 8 so far. So you're doing good. All right. Number 8. What country is Toyo Tires headquartered in? Is it A, Japan? Is it B, China? Or is it C, Taiwan?
It is Japan.
It is Japan. You are correct. All right. Number 9. We're on a roll. Number 9. Who was the first cover of Playboy in 1953?
Ooh.
Was it A? This was the first cover ever of Playboy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it A, Laura Hutton? Was it B, Donna Mitchell? Or was it C, Marilyn Monroe?
I want to feel. Oh my God. Is this a trick question?
It is not a trick question. First cover of Playboy, Laura Hutton, Donna Mitchell, or Marilyn Monroe?
I'm going to go with Marilyn.
You are correct.
Okay, good.
You got to go with your gut.
Yeah.
Marilyn is the correct answer. You are 7 out of 9. Let's go 8 for 10, which gives you an 80%, which is an incredible score.
Okay.
All right. Which of these is not an acting school in LA?
Okay.
Is it A, Berg Studios,
Mm-hmm.
B, Andrew Wood Acting School,
Okay.
or C, Strike It Big? Which is not an acting school in LA?
Okay, Berg.
You know, you thought that because my last name was Underberg, right? But actually, I was pleasantly surprised that there actually is an acting school named Berg. So the correct answer was Strike It Big.
But I think that would be an LA school name. No?
The correct answer was Strike It Big. But the good news is you got 7 out of 10. So that's 70%. So you are a winner. Congratulations.
Oh my God. Those are fun questions.
That was great. You really did great. Kiara, what can we expect to see from you next? We're everybody that's watching is so excited. What do you think is the next thing that's going to be that's going to happen in your career path here with everything you're working on?
Yeah, no. Definitely the next thing is the films that we're making. So I'll post that on my website, which I'm working on right now.
So what is the URL going to be so we can write it down? Or do you not know yet?
Not sure yet.
Okay.
But I mean, I'll post everything on social media.
Okay. Great. And social media, where can everybody follow you if they're not already?
Yes, my Instagram, that's the only thing I use. I'm not on any other platform. So it's Kiara_Gomez_.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much, Kiara. It was so nice having you on the show. We're excited to see what's next for you.
This is so much fun. I'm really happy that we got a chance to speak.
Yeah, me too. And we'll see you soon.
Yes.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right, that's all we got for this week's show. Make sure you tune in next week as we will be interviewing one of the New York Rangers' next prospects. This man is an incredible athlete, Nick Ebert will be on the show with us next week. So join us then. Until then, we'll see you next time.